When the Tu-160М takes flight, it doesn't just rise into the sky, it carves silence into the air like a blade, unseen yet deeply felt. The ground doesn't tremble with sound, it holds its breath. It doesn't announce its presence with flashy signals, because it doesn't need to. Its arrival is whispered in the nervous glances of radar operators, in the sudden static of communication lines, in the chill that travels down the spine of enemy commanders. It is not the roar of engines that brings fear, but the ghost of destruction that follows. This machine doesn't knock, it kicks in the doors of war and leaves behind a memory of fire and silence. Designed not just to fly but to dominate, the Tu-160М is the largest and fastest supersonic bomber in the world, stretching over 54 meters in length with soaring wings that span nearly 56 meters at full extension. Weighing more than 275,000 kilograms when fully loaded, this beast of the sky is powered by 4 Mk-32 engines, giving it the ability to travel over 12,000 kilometers without refueling. It can fly at speeds over Mach 2, carrying a deadly payload deep into enemy territory and returning undetected. The Tu-160М is not just about brute force, it is a marvel of advanced engineering. Its cockpit is fully digital, equipped with the latest avionics and electronic warfare systems. Its wings adjust mid-flight, adapting to altitude and mission demands, giving it both agility and endurance. Coated in radar-absorbing material, it flies like a phantom, invisible to most enemy detection systems. Inside, it carries up to 12 long-range cruise missiles, including the Kh-1, which can strike targets over 5000 km away with precision measured in meters. These missiles can be conventional or nuclear, making each mission a silent question mark over the fate of entire cities. Originating from Russia, the Tu-160М has been the centerpiece of modern strategic air power, not just a machine of war but a symbol of controlled chaos. In 2022, when the war in Ukraine reached a new threshold, the Tu-160М was dispatched on a critical mission. The target, an underground command and control hub fortified with anti-air systems like IRIS-T and S-300, buried beneath hundreds of meters of reinforced earth. No regular drone or jet could penetrate it. But from over 1,800 kilometers away, the Tu-160М launched Kh-1 missiles that flew low under radar cover, navigated GPS and terrain tracking, and struck the heart of the enemy facility. The result was a complete losses of command infrastructure, generals silenced, maps rendered useless, coordination fractured. It was as if the mind of the enemy was switched off in one sharp breath. But that wasn't its only display of strength. During NATO's drills over the Pacific, a single Tu-160М flew near international airspace, staying within legal bounds, but emitted enough electronic interference to paralyze communication between naval units. Without fearing a shot, it had exposed vulnerabilities, forcing an entire task force to reset its protocols. That is the kind of pressure the Tu-160М applies, not just destruction, but disruption. Built in deep secrecy at Russia's Kazan aircraft plant, the Tu-160М is a rebirth of Soviet engineering fused with next-generation systems. Its upgraded variant features modern communication sites, radar evasion upgrades, and improved onboard computer logic, allowing it to handle complex multi-target missions autonomously. Pilots undergo years of specialized training, mastering not just flight but psychological endurance, as each mission is a chess game played with the lives of millions hanging in balance. 4 crew members operate this monster. Not an army, just a small unit of minds sharp enough to carry the weight of war in silence. The Tu-160М is not a threat because it is loud or money, it is a threat because it is few and silent and arrives when the enemy least expects. It has rewritten how modern warfare thinks about bombers, not as relics of Cold War past, but as shadow weapons, moving across continents with grace and fury. Every time it lifts from the runway, the world watches, and the skies listen, for it may not always leave a trail, but it always leaves a mark. It does not come to warn, it comes to finish. It is not the beginning of war. It is reminder, it is weight, it is consequence. The Ту-160М is more than just an aircraft. It is the black flash before the storm, the silence before collapse, and the whisper of a superpower reminding the world, some weapons are designed not to fight, but to end the fight before it begins.